Patriots team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So here come the Patriots to take over for the first time, led out by the rookie, the 3rd overall pick back in April out of UNC, and that's Drake May.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Douglas, the man in motion. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To the air, May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's May. Checking this down to Stevenson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 7. They'll throw with May. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's 3rd and 3. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Douglas, the man in motion. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's May. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw, May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. Shoves him aside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Back to Stevenson on 1st down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Drake May. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time, he had a guy who averaged about 40 points a game. And he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 14 carries, 70 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. A little short pass. This is Everett. The pickup there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. The Jets at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here we go, son. You got a mini base. Say hi.
Now it's Fields. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a micro. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he took it in himself for a touchdown on their opening drive, as that leads us to take a look at the NFL's leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as he gets wiped out on that one. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing here is May. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Let's go now. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He's got it to the 43 here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd down and 8.
Smash.
To throw, it's May. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the shotgun, May with it. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Here we go. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
You could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Don't jump. Ready?
To throw is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Right.
Here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And some space here. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 23. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Easy. Here we go.
They'll run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Go. Here we go.
Here's Fields. Keeps himself upright. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Jets will take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Here we go, son. Right.
Fields now to throw. That's complete to Lazard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Here we go, son. Son.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Downfield. Offense.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all.
That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Fields sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
Out of the gun, Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, 10. Here we go.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a 2nd score.
Flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 3 yards out, and the Jets are going to take the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. New England's offense set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. To the air, May. Short pass caught by Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll throw with May. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Looking to throw, May. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Let's go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. He finds Douglas complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. To throw, it's May. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving a guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Angel. Here we go, Smite. Mayday.
A give running right is Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. Give him 18 on the play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Alpha right here. Here we go, Slot.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off